So in this section, we're going to create the scene. I think we're just going to do a real big blocking at the moment. So let's open up our reference images. So if we go reference and all mine are in here, will it let me open them all up? Or am I going to have to do them individually? Yes, individually. Good. 3, 4, and 5. Now, I'm a fan. I always like to work in orthographic mode. So this would be my front, which will be, I think, a location 1, 2. Why is that one not coming up? Awesome. Alright, let's just go off this one for now then. So, let's get rid of the default cube straight away. Plane. Let's try and keep this to scale. So we're going to go 1 unit is the road. So we can see here on the road, let's just add another one in, add it to 3, and we will go not all views, but we'll go right. So if I flick that to right, this can be front, okay, that is bizarre, don't know why, but this would be our right image, just so we got a little bit of reference. So we can see probably, I'm going to estimate 2 meters. Doesn't seem like a wide road. This person's is probably really short. So if we go 6 meters, 6 meters sounds pretty good. So we're going to go scale 3 on the x-axis. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Whoops. So we're going to extrude Z 0.1. So I'm going to say probably about 100 mil of the gutter. And if we look at this, we're probably at a good 2 meters there, I'd say. Extrude size X 2. That's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to have to go GX 2, GX 2. Size Y. Alright, we've got our street. That's what our street looks like. Yep. And so what we actually might do is I might undo that. So we now have a 2 meter block of street. So I'm going to size that on Y and we'll times 2. So now we get a 4 meter block. Now if we actually look at the photos, you can see here in the gutter, there's like a driveway there. Okay, I'm going to estimate, let's say, probably from here, because we've got 2 there, let's say from here to here will be 4, and we've probably got like a 3 meter driveway. And then what this will do is this will give us about a meter here. So I am going to keep this, so I'm going to go Control D, G, Y, 2, 4. We won't mirror it, but what we will do, so that is 2 meters, that is 4 meters, and we're going to go with that one. I'm not going to bother doing one side, because even if there is, let's say, a gutter here and a gutter here, we'll fudge it up a little bit, so we only have to work with one side. So what we will do is Control Z, and we're going to bevel these. Come on. And I'm going to bring this one down, and we're going to slide these back. So I've kind of already made a gutter right there. Now I'm just going to check, see if I can do it like this. Nah, not really. That's not going to work, is it? What I will do is just increase this size Y. And you know what? I think I might just leave it at that. I don't think anyone's going to be too pedantic about the way that it looks. Come on. There we go. Just going to lower it just a little bit. Bring this back just a little bit, just so the cars don't actually die on the way out. Control B. I'm just going to do a bit of a bevel. And like, to me that looks fine. How many bevels did we do here? I did not see. We got 4. Control B. 2, 3. Okay. Control Z. Now, W. Let's go bevel modifier on 3, on angle of 30 degrees or more, I'm just going to leave it at that then. Bevel 4, angle. It's annoying. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why this one here has done it. I believe because they're not very, it's not very standard, like especially this bit here. That's, yeah, made me a great liar. Because if I go control, if I go Z, then we get the full bevel. So if I go 0.01, 0.001, beautiful. 0.005, 0.05. Oops, 0.005. There we go. So this is kind of like exactly when you're doing game design as well. You're building modular assets. So from here, I can go, once I've textured this, we'll move forward. All I have to do is go control D, Y, hold control to snap. There we go. And now I'm building almost like an array. I mean, yeah, I can use the array modifier as well. But GY, if I want to do this, then GY. Now I've got double driveway. And now I've kind of almost built a road, which is pretty cool. So we've got our roads now, which is very low poly. I might even just bump that down to 2, even just lower it even more. Is that too much now? Nah. let's keep it at 3. Okay, now the next thing is, how about we just work? We're just going to work on this building. So I'm actually just really going to be working on this tiny little section. So for that, I'm just going to add a new mesh, a new plane, rotate X 90. Okay, so what do we reckon? So this person, let's say, is 2 meters. We have a 2 meter block there. Yep. And then, so let's say double that. We've got to probably, maybe to this border here, control, extrude Z2. There's another 2 meters. And probably let's go another 1.5 meters to the ceiling. Extrude Z 1.5. Okay, so we kind of now have just like a little section here. 2 meter wide section. I'm just going to increase it a little bit more. Size 1.5 on the X. So now it's just that little bit wider. Okay, so I'm going to do a Control R. And left click, right click. Control B. And we'll go probably 2. Nope. We will go 1. That looks pretty good. There's a little bit too much. How about here? No, I am right. Never mind. So we have... I'm kind of like outlining this area here. So now we've bordered that off. I'm going to do another edge cut there. Edge loop, sorry. I'm going to create... now another circle. Let me do that again. I'm going to create another circle. 32 is a little bit too high. If we go 24, we'll probably be a little bit better. Rotate X 90. And top of that arch, probably about this here looks good. So we've got about 0.5 meter there. And now I can get rid of these vertices, because now what we're going to do is we're going to go delete vertices, grab these two, extrude Z down to 2, which is this bit here, because we've gone 2 meters, I believe. Yep. I'm just going to scale that in a little bit. And let's create face. And we will W subdivide, face, W subdivide. Now the reason why I've subdivided it is because now we've got a center point along this diameter, radius. And we can now make quads. Okay. Control L. So now we've kind of got just this little bit here, just that little inset. So by looking at this picture, it's almost that. So from here is just a border, but this is the inset. And then there's another inset along with a window. So I'm going to select these 4, press I for an insert. I'm just going to go in a little bit. And now we've got this insert there. And I'm going to do the same for this. I, size X. And to me, that looks quite nice. However, I do see this bit here. So it's almost like it used to be a bigger window, but it's not anymore. So I'm just going to bring it up to probably about here, and then with this line I'm going to extrude it back down to 2. And we'll give that a bit of an insert there. And to me that looks quite nice. Now we've also got these down here, so I'm going to kind of copy my work a little bit. So Control B, let's select these faces, Control D, Z, down the bottom. I'm just going to scale it in a little bit. I'm going to delete that vertice, and I just want to clean the mesh up a little bit. Okay, so now we've got a flat version of what we want to cut out. So I'm going to select, pop it out a little bit, and I'm going to say we can go in probably that much. I'm going to go back to the wall, extrude X, Y, sorry, Y. I'm going to select all, Control N to flip the normals, go back to that one as well, and Control N, flip the normals. So let's go, we'll call this cutout, we'll call this building 1. So on building 1 we're going to create a something boolean, and we're going to call it the cutout. We're going to say difference, apply, right click, delete. And now we have a cutout of the building that we want.